Hey y'all, so it's a video I've been wanting to do for a while. Kind of been putting it off just because I've had other things to do. But my son's been asking me to get it on there, and I also want to get it on there for safety. But what we're doing is putting a brake light on a Honda TRX 90, and so the brake light and then the Whippet light. So basically what's going to happen is when he goes to pull the brakes, the brake light will light up and then the Whippet light will flash. And I'll show you how to do this even if you don't have power from your brake. I can show you how to add a switch to it and make it to where when he pulls the brake, now it is only going to work on one of the brakes, and so when he pulls his front brakes, that's when the actual brake light will engage. And so we'll get it wired up and I'll show you how it all works. I made up a little diagram. Hopefully it helps you understand what I'm talking about. It makes sense in my brain, so I try to lay it out on like a piece of cardboard to try to make it all make sense. So I went back and watched my video and it was a little confusing, so I'm trying to do another diagram to make it a little bit easier to understand. So we'll start off with your battery. You'll want to start from here and then run to the front. So let's say your battery's right here underneath the seat. We'll run a wire from here to your front. So you have your 12 volt battery. You're gonna run your first line, you'll do a positive and negative cable from the battery all the way up. Jump it through a fuse, which will be a 5 amp fuse. And then you continue with your positive and your negative wire, and you're going to go up to your switch, 12 volt switch, and then wire your positive into your switch and your negative into your switch, and that's going to give you power to your switch, and it's going to be fused. So then you need to place the accessory wire on your devices. So initially you're going to have the accessory wire, and your switch, your 12 volt switch, will most likely come with like a wiring diagram. So most switches are different. So anyways, most common switches have the build out like this, the accessory, and then if you have a negative on your switch, you'll just run that to your negative terminal or just ground it out to your frame. And so we're going to do the accessory wire from the switch over to your brake switch that you installed in the video. You'll see that here. Gosh, it's not focusing. So this brake switch is that mechanism that we'll be using. It has the spring. So initially when you pull your front brakes, it's going to send power. It's already getting power to the switch when you turn this on. So it's getting power already, but initially when you press the brake, it's going to allow that power to go through it into here, which is your second prong on the switch, and it's going to go from there all the way to your Whippet, which will indicate that the brake's being applied and to flash. And then you're also going to jump that line from there to your initial brake light if you're doing it how I did on the back of the unit, the four-wheeler. So that way it will consistently stay lit while the brake's being applied. And then you'll ground it out same way, just ground it to the frame or back to the battery. You then have your consistent power to your Whippet. So when you turn this 12 volt switch on, it's going from the accessory to here, and then you're branching, giving your brake switch power consistently, as well as giving power to your Whippet. So that way the Whippet stays on and does its colors, and when you apply the brake, it's going to override that, and then it will start flashing. And then once you release the brake, it's going to go back to its normal color mode. The reason I wired it like this is so that way my Whippet light would only have power when my switch is on, and my brake light will only work when this is on. And that way we're not having a consistent draw. If I turn this switch off, there's no power being sent anywhere. It's all dead. And so that way you don't have to worry about your battery dying or anything like that. It's kind of like a master switch to everything. And then the Whippet light is dead, brake light's dead when this is off. And then it's all fused. 5 amps is what I would recommend for your little brake light LED. And the whippet, if you have like a bigger whippet or you increase the size of anything, you'll potentially want to reevaluate how many watts, amps you're drawing, so that way you don't blow your fuse right away. But yeah, I hope this makes it a little bit easier to understand. You can go back in the video, but I'm going to place this in the front of the video just to kind of get everybody an idea of what we're doing. If you have any questions, let me know. I'd be happy to help out. Leave those in the comments. So, take this off first. Alright, we got the tabs up. The switch is right here. I got this. This is $1.50 on AliExpress. The whippet light I got for $33, $33 roughly on AliExpress. It is a 2-foot whippet light. And then I did have to buy the spring. You don't have to do the spring, but I would recommend it. It comes with like a little nub that goes on it. But I'm worried that the kids are gonna like get on it and break it. So with having the spring, it just gives extra protection, avoiding them actually breaking it. And then this is the brake light. I bought it in a set. I don't know how much they were. They weren't cheap because I got like a bunch of them. And I'll place all of the information in the description so you guys can purchase if you'd like. Sweet. Alright, you can wrap this however you want, but initially you'll just want it probably zip tied back here, so that way you can take it on and off whenever you want. Alright, so to do the brake light part, we're going to put this guy at the back, right here. I'm going to drill a hole through there. Now you want to put a grommet on each side of the hole so you don't have any issues with the wire shorting out. Now we have our switch here, and then we're going to need to drill through this guy right here. And the reason for that is we're going to put this switch right here, and then this is going to be connected to your whippet light, the brake light on one side, and the other side is going to be connected to your power from your switch. So when the switch is activated, it's going to send power to here, and then when this is pulled by the brake, it's going to initially push power through there to your whippet light and your brake light. And so we'll drill a hole through this. We're going to put it here, and then I attach a spring from here to this. So when this is pulled up, it's going to initiate the switch. Get you some of this cutting lubricant. Works pretty well. Tighten his brakes up a little bit too. To do the fronts, you just screw this bad boy in. Alright, so you want to find 2 nuts that will fit on the bottom of that steering shaft. And the reason for that is when you put your washer in there, you'll want the 2 nuts to hold it in place. And then the spring will be hooked to your washer, which we'll show you here in just a few minutes. But you will want to be able to have the two nuts in place, so that way you can adjust it up or down as needed, and then still independently adjust the brakes to be looser or tighter as well. Now you want to find a washer that's about the size of a quarter. We're going to drill a hole in the end of it, a small hole that will hold or hook into that spring, and that's going to be what's used to engage the brake switch. Now I'll show you, everything's going to make sense now. You're going to put your switch up here like this. We're going to adjust that up some. And then we're going to put this guy over it. Now you're going to get this guy. You're going to put it through here. And then you're going to take this, you're going to put it through here. You're going to put it on this. I'm gonna tighten all that down, obviously. But so you're gonna take this and then you're gonna bend it. And what it does is when you pull up on the brakes, it pulls on this switch, which initially sends back to the back. So anyways, that is the easiest way I found to be able to wire in the brake switch. We are going to run the wire for the brake light. And to do that, you could technically do it a couple different ways, but the way I'm going to do it, and the easiest for you to comprehend, I think, would be to just run a separate line back there. So you just do positive and negative wire to the back. Lace this bad boy up. Alright, so that's it. It's all wired up, put back together. That's the Whippet lights and your brake light. And then the headlight this side. And the switch is wired to my front brakes. When you pull it, it blinks the Whippet light and it blinks the little backup light too.